Hi, my name's Jonathan, and this is Looking Up. Connectivity. That's a really important title for me. And I want to tell you that this week I'm going to talk about connections and relationships and how those things all blend together. And it's really important to think about those. I realized I worked at one place for many years, and after I left there was only one or two relationships that remained, and those were a little sporadic. Yet, while I was there, I would say I got some friends at work, and we do stuff together, but it was all work related and work connected. And outside of work, not so much. So, those are what I call work friendships, but they're not necessarily friendships, because once the work environment changes, they're gone. Or at least they're not in our lives every day, and they're not in our lives as much. And so we lose that connection. So connectivity has a little bit better definition than just we do stuff together. I went on a trip one time, and a lot of the people I went on that trip, we had this shared experience. And so every time I'd see them, we'd talk about that experience and how it's changed our lives and what it's done for us. And yet, in that experience, there was that connection, but nothing else beside that. So we had an experience, not a friendship. An experience, but not a connection. And those things are kind of hard to manifest into something real unless you can be intentional about making those things more than what they are. Here's what I'm trying to say. If you have a relationship at work and you think it's a friend, there has to be something binding you beyond the work, beyond those times at work that you are doing and for work. Otherwise, that thing's just a limited friendship, and it's just an acquaintance. In our lives, a lot of us settle for that stuff. In connectivity, we're going to talk about deeper relationships and how to get that. Because if without those, we end up walking through this world pretty much feeling detached from everything. In some ways that's good, but in a lot of ways that's not so good. So we're going to talk about that this week, and I want you to start thinking today about your relationships. Are they friendships, work friendships? Do you have some deep connections? What makes that connect for you? We'll talk about this more next time on Looking Up. Until then, keep looking up. There's more to be seen when you are looking up.